I actually can catch some fish. Again, looks like we got us a frog strangler going on outside. You can see I got a kayak in the back of my truck. Bought 2 brand new kayaks yesterday. They're Pelican 100s. They had a big kayak sale going on. Anyway, I unloaded one at the house. They're 10 foot sit on top fishing kayaks. Just basic, you know, you can always mod them out. But I can't show you that one right there too good. Now, I guess I will. I'll go ahead and brave the rain. I'll let you guys get a quick look at it. That's right, it's my favorite color, it's purple. I got the straps unhooked right there because I had a crate on it, took it off, put some pole holders. There's the seat, leg rest. I'm 6'4" and I can't reach the furthest foot peg on that thing, so it's definitely plenty long enough at 10 foot, and it's a Bandit 100 NXT. Alright, now I'm getting back out of the rain, darn it. There, see what you made me do? Anyway, I gave $1.99 for that one, and I gave $1.99 for the Pelican 100 because they had that big kayak blowout sale at Academy and Dick's Sporting Goods. And anyway, yeah, if this rain lets off and it's decent enough at 4 o'clock in the morning when I get off work, we're going to put that thing in the water and do some early morning catfish. And we're going to run us a few lines, and we're going to try out some garlic scented glow baits. And I've got hot pink and glow green. And we'll see how those two work, and you know, if they do pretty good, then you know, I'll go ahead and you know, do a review on them and see if they work better than what I normally do, which is just, you know, some red dye or some strawberry Kool-Aid or strawberry jello and some powdered garlic on some raw chicken breast. But we're trying this on raw chicken breast and see how it works. Yeah, anyway, I usually catch some pretty good catfish at this spot that I'm going to be going to, and if I don't have no luck, it could be weather related or it could be scent related. But just to make it fair, I made up a small bag of the normal bait that I use at this area that I have pretty good luck with, and so we'll see which one does the best to get the most bites, or you know, any bites. All right, so we got 2 fish on lines at the same time. One I'm pretty darn sure of, it's been shaking it there for a minute. The other one shook it a couple of times and quit. Nope, you see him over there shaking that. Oh, he's whooping that limb's butt. We got a tree shaker. So, shoot, it looks like it's going to be the neon green for the win. I mean, he's shaking the heck out of that tree over there. And then we got one over here on the willow tree where I had the 3-pounder that got loose earlier. But that one right there just started happening. So we're going to let himself wear out just a little bit. And we're going to go worry about this willow tree again. And then we'll come back over to that one there. Don't see nothing on the grapevine up there at the moment. But yeah, that one right there, he just hit it. He's hitting it hard. He might not be that big though. That's kind of a weak limb. That might be another one of those little bitty ones that you have to turn loose. This one here is pulling pretty good. But so far it's been the glow green for the win, because I haven't had a single bite one on the hot pink. But then again, it all depends on the area you're fishing and what they're biting at the time and all that. I mean, that's all. I mean, you know, different baits work for different areas. That's it. Boy, he's rocking my kayak. He's either got a couple pounds on him, or either that or he's got a lot of spunk. Ooh, that's a good one, right? Oh, he about dumped me over. I'm gonna have to use the grabbers on him. Look at that. Look at that one. Oh man, that's a good cat. That's a take-home eat catfish right there. That's a good one right there. So we're gonna lock him in, And I'm going to put him on a stringer before I unhook him. He's going home. Look at that one. See, guys, I actually can catch some catfish. See, I got my plier, my needle nose down in this bag here somewhere. They're not there. Shoot. Alright, he's going to have to come in a kayak with him. Look at that. That is a good looking channel cat right there. Yeah, he's going to have to come in the boat with me. He's got his mouth clamped down tight so I can't get that thing through there. I got a hit on another catfish on my fish finder just now too. Hey, there's one on the grapevine. So I got 3 going right now. Come on, open up. It's gonna take a minute, fellas, and y'all don't need to hear me cuss, so. And I don't need to be worried about knocking my phone in the water, but we'll get you a good view of that one. That's a good one right there. Okay, so we got that first one on the stringer. Was not fun. I don't recommend fishing without pliers. I don't know if y'all get a look at him, but he's a pretty good one. He's got the line for my pole all fouled up. We'll throw that on the back of the kayak. Now we'll go check this in here. It's been wearing himself out for a minute. See what he's doing. You can see him shaking a tree. That's why I like, whenever I run these lines, to tie them off to thin tree limbs that got some, you know, good sap to them. Because you can see that tree shaking from a long ways off. But yeah, so far we got dinner, because that first one, well, that first one I just put on a stringer, he's got some weight to him, so he's going to make some good fillets. This in here's been fighting pretty good for a few minutes, and he's still got a lot of fight left in him. So this might actually be bigger than I thought, because he's pulling pretty good still. Usually the little ones will wear themselves out pretty quick, but this guy here still got some fight in him. So we're going to catch this line and back out and under this tree. Sorry, guys. And we'll get the first look at the, oh, this one's, look at that. And there was a channel cat that was laying right up there next to him. I hope you guys seen that, because that's not the fish that was showing there. It was another one that was coming after this bait. So let's get him off of here fast and get this bait back in the water, because that other one was huge. And he was over here, I don't know if they were breeding or fighting or after the bait or what, but let's go ahead and get him off his hook. Back up again, because maybe we can get a crack at that big in there. Because that wasn't my stringer fish. Because that stringer fish, he wasn't no pretty channel like that. We're going to set this down in the kayak and throw some bait back on that real quick. Shoot, I'll just re-rig this bait here. But yeah, that was my first bite on the pink. Just go ahead and re-rig that. Well, something just thumped the bottom of my kayak. Alright, we'll re-rig that and we'll back up. And I'm going to go ahead and put him on a stringer too, because I've got some guys at work that want me to catch them some catfish, and I'm known to catch some pretty good catfish, so I'm going to go ahead and fillet this and that for him too. He's right at 18 inches, so we'll be good with that. Well, that line over there where the grapevines were, that was just another little bitty one. But anyway, you can see this pretty creek I'm working, and shoot, I haven't had really a chance to work very much at it. I usually like to try to work about a 1/4 mile, and I'm only probably working 150 feet. And I got 2 darn good looking catfish on there right now. And let me tell you what, if you've never had a kayak with a couple of good catfish on the stringer when you're trying to move and row, you don't know what fun is. Let me tell you, it's not easy. So I worked my way back down there, and I'm trying to get to the other side of that bridge, but I keep getting bites on these lines up here with this garlic stuff. And yeah, I'm definitely sold on this garlic scent for the raw chicken breast that I use. I'm definitely sold on it, because I've had some really good bites, and I haven't had a chance to move down. And normally with whatever bait I use, I have plenty of time to move down, but I'm just spending the time running these 6 lines right now. I've been having some pretty good action on these 6 lines. I mean, you know, there's only 2 good keepers, but shoot, it's still fun. Let's go over here and check this vine line that I put in probably 15 minutes ago or so. I don't see it moving, but that don't mean nothing. Sometimes the catfish will bite and they'll just lay down. But I've got one tied onto these vines here, but shoot, the fish finder's been blowing up too. This is a Lucky Fish Finder, and you can see, I mean, every time it said there's been fish right there, I've dropped a line and I've had hits. So I know it's pretty accurate, and I know the depth of this water because this is where I dump my kayak at times, so I know how deep it is. Let's see. Usually if there's something on it, that it'll start moving when you get closer, but I don't see nothing, so I'm just going to drop this fish finder here. See if there's anything close to it. You can see the line right there, and I've got a slack line. Yep, here's the line there. Just gonna move my way back away from it. Anyway, I'll update you if something else happens. Alright, we got some more live action going on up here on the vine line. And again, that just proves that the neon green, well, no, I think the vine line's the red, but so I guess, yeah, I'm having action on the red and the green. But yeah, I'm definitely liking this this liquid scent that I put on the chicken a lot better than the powdered garlic and the dyes that I'm doing, because I'm having some pretty good luck, pretty quick action so far. Yeah, I haven't had time to move down creek because of all the action I've been having up here. And usually I'll go downstream and come back up here in about 2 hours to check lines, and all I've been doing is going from one line to the other, unhooking little catfish and pretty good sized catfish. I got 2 keepers so far, and the way this one here's tearing on this tree, he might be a keeper here too. I'm hoping he's not tangled up on that vine that drops in the water, because he was fighting pretty good a minute ago, and now he's shaking the whole vine, so he might be wrapped. Let's see. Ooh, boy, he thumped the bottom of my kayak hard. Look at that. Look at that good channel there. There's another keeper. We're going to grab him underneath. He tore his mouth up pretty good. Oh, wish I'd have brought my pliers. He's hooked good. There he goes. Alright, we're just gonna drop that hook there. It'll kind of help me keep me in place while I put this in here on a stringer. Okay, I gotta let you guys go again so I can string this fish, because it's gonna take 2 hands. But there's that fish there. He's a beautiful blue channel. For the moment, so I'm going to show you what I'm using. I'm using the Spike It Dip and Glow garlic, and this is the chartreuse. Now the water's up, it's real murky, as you can see it's real muddy, and I didn't expect to get a whole lot of bites today, but so far I've probably got about 25 pounds of catfish on the stringer right now, and I'm up to right at a dozen catches. The hot pink is also working, but they seem to be hitting the chartreuse a lot quicker. So there you go. Shoot, I got another one on the line. I got to go get it. We'll see if it's a keeper or not, or if it's big enough to video. Alright, well, we just had one shake the heck out of this one, and then it went slack, so we might not have him on here anymore. But we'll check it out. I'm having a lot of luck with the low-hanging brush. No, there's one on that one there. I just baited that one a few minutes ago. But that one over there just pulled tight, started shaking. So we might just rebait this one, because I don't think there's anything on it now. We'll see in just a second. But that one there, he's got one. Now, let's see. We're just going to fix that bait before the line goes tight. There we go. We'll drop that back in there. Hopefully we get him again. This in there shook. We'll see what this one's doing. That might be the same thing. But we're having more luck out in a little bit deeper water with these overhanging limbs than we are closer to the shore and the brush piles. But as the day wears on, the brush piles will start hitting a little bit better than these limbs out in the middle, so they'll start moving towards the edges. I don't see that line doing nothing now, so there might not be nothing on it. Now, we either lost our bait or he got hooked and come off of it. So we'll back out of here. I swear I hadn't had but a couple of minutes to put my pole in the water. Yeah, he bit, hooked, and then come off. So maybe he'll come back. I think that one over there shook again, but it ain't doing nothing now. So we'll give out in there a few more minutes. But that one right there out in the middle and that one over there out in the deeper water seem to be doing a lot better than anything else. Moment to breathe. Take a look around. Now, where would you guys tie lines? Think about it. Alright, I'll tell you where I got mine. You look right over there. See those little snags right there? It's a brush pile. The bank drops off right there. I got one there. I got one hanging out on that limb going this way because there's a brush pile and there's also a drop off there. But it's a gradual drop off. All the way out here at the tip of that limb where it comes down in the water, I checked it with my fish finder and it comes out to 3 feet and then it drops to 4.5. So I got one there. Right over here at this brush pile at the end of that willow tree that's down, I got one there. And way back down yonder, where that grapevine comes down in there. I got one there because of the reason why I got them sitting there. We got brush pile for cover for small fish, and we got a drop off, and that drop off bank works really good for a catfish to make a den, so he could just come out and he could work on those little bait fish that are hiding up in that brush pile. Just like here, see that brush pile over there, and then it comes out about 8 foot, and then it drops off at that limb right there. That's where I caught one there too. And the same thing over there. There's a brush pile around that grapevine. If you look on over to the left, you see that limb down in the water. There's all kinds of branches on that. And that's how I chose the spots for those few lines. You want cover for small fish for them to feed on, and then you want a drop off bank, and that makes a perfect place to set any kind of a stationary line you tie on a limb. That makes the perfect spot because they got food right there by the house, and then they got a place to build a house not too far away. And 9 times out of 10 you'll find catfish right there on those drop offs. So we've gotten to the point where the bluegill, stuff like that, are stealing more bait than the catfish are taking. And I'm starting to catch turtles. They're getting to moving around pretty good. So I think it's about time to call it a day. But we got us 3 really good sized catfish here that we're going to be cleaning up and putting in the freezer, maybe cooking one up this evening. But anyway, I showed you the track that I was using, and I'm just putting it on some boneless, skinless, raw chicken breast, and just hanging it off with some limbs. I already told you about, you know, how I select where I'm hanging lines, and I only had 5 lines up. Well, no, I had 6. I ended up putting up at number 6. Didn't get to put my pole in the water at all. Well, 2 minutes. I got it rigged up, threw it in the water, and 2 minutes later, I've got 3 fish on lines I've got to go get. And I wound up actually catching about 19 fish today, but they were hitting so quick, and it was just, it wasn't worth me grabbing the camera every single time I caught one, because, I mean, there was just so many hits. And say I started 2.5 hours, 19 fish. That's not too bad at all. There's a blue heron. He's out fishing this morning, but he's a little bit late. I done caught them all. Better luck next time, buddy. I'll save you some next time I'm out here, but I didn't save you none this time. Surprised he's let me get this close. I'm what, 30 yards from him? That's real unusual. He must be eyeballing my fish on the stringer. And so, to recap, I actually can catch some fish. Try to get a good video of them. There we go. But yeah, I can actually catch fish, guys. You all enjoyed the video, and video proof that I can actually catch some fish, because I didn't do so well the last 2 times that I went out. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, feel free to ask on any of my videos, and I will get to you as soon as I can. And who knows, maybe we'll see each other out there on the creeks or rivers sometime.